Thanks for inviting us here and for this opportunity. We really appreciate your readiness to answer our questions like always, Czech Embassy. So as we are farewelling the year of 2021, let's somehow sum up the whole year. So the work done by Czech Embassy. So how would you assess the whole world despite the pandemic?
Thank you very much for coming and taking this interview. Czech Embassy in Tbilisi has been very active throughout this year, despite the circumstances related to the pandemics, as you mentioned. Most of our development cooperation projects stayed on the envisaged track with its planned activities. Some of the projects were extended even in order to better respond to COVID-related needs. Some projects needed to be modified due to travel restrictions, of course. But I'm happy to say that thanks to extensive efforts of all the stakeholders on both sides, we will be able to complete successfully several of our large-scale interventions by the end of this year. To mention some of those, Czech Republic has established completely new cancer screening center in Zugdidi, improve palliative care for children at Tbilisi University Hospital, and also we helped to improve services for children with autism. These were, just to mention a few of those, in the sector of social inclusion, but I would like to mention another one in the priority sector of rural development and agriculture. Czech Republic has established Bagabi Beekeeping Center in Tbilisi, thanks to which we can say honestly that the Georgian honey will be more compatible on the EU markets. I'm very happy to say that Czech Republic, with annual budget for development cooperation in Georgia of around 3 million euros, which can look modest compared to other big international partners. So with this annual budget we can really reach our goals, and the outcomes are visible, tangible and sustainable, and address the most needed citizen in Georgia.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Czech development program focuses on somehow sharing experience of approaching to the European Union, like the Czech experience. So what kind of challenges you see, and how would you assess the general process of approximation of Georgia to the European Union?
Yes, indeed. Czech development program focuses on transfer of the Czech knowledge and experiences with the EU approximation. Well, I think this is one of the added values of the Czech development cooperation, because it's still in our fresh memory, this EU approximation process, and then we can share with you openly the challenges we faced back in 2004 when we entered the EU. And we are happy to share with you not only the success stories and how smooth it was, because it's never smooth, it takes time and it sometimes look even unreachable, but we are happy to share with you the lessons to be avoided by Georgia.
So Georgia is trying and also implementing European standards. So how would you assess the Georgia's progress in this process?
That's a very good question. Thank you for that. Fulfilling EU standards is a precondition for every candidate wishing to join EU family, as you know, and it requires a lot of political will for necessary reforms, let's be honest. But also it requires technical expertise and sufficient budget. And therefore we are here to help you. The Czech development program focuses on these particular issues, and we have been here for many years now to help Georgia in introduction, for instance, phytosanitary standardized system or sound management of chemicals. In the upcoming years, we will be implementing EU-funded project together with FAO that will be focusing on food security. So substantial and solid basement for introduction of EU standards has been provided through our large-scale projects. But I dare to say it's now in the hands of the local authorities to put it into practice and to translate it into everyday life and better quality life for Georgian citizens.
I would like to ask about supporting small and medium-sized enterprises. So, in your observation, so what kind of need they need, what kind of help they need, in your opinion, and where they need your support?
Mm-hmm. Thank you for that question again, because I think that private sector, strong private sector, and in particular the sector of SMEs, small and medium enterprises, is one of the key engines for the development of any country, including Georgia. Therefore, Czech development program also includes instruments to support the private sector. I can name, for instance, program B2B or Challenge Fund in partnership with UNDP that brings to Georgia Czech innovative solutions. And I would like to mention just one example, a success story, which is an establishment of a local innovation system around Rustavy business hub, which is a success story, I think. So there's another option, especially for startups and small enterprises, especially in rural areas, how to reach the Czech funds. And this is through the grant scheme provided by local action groups. So please don't miss the chance and follow us and try to join to get the grant.
Okay, so Czech Republic is just to start implementation European Union funded projects in social code and also food safety in Georgia. And for that, Czech Development Agency is going to open its office in Georgia. So how long-term is this plan? And also after implementing these projects, what will Czech Development Agency's office will do in Georgia?
We are very happy that the Czech Development Office has been opened recently at the premises of the Czech Embassy in Tbilisi. And that was opened in order to better implement both EU-funded projects. As you mentioned at the beginning, rightly, we started to implement EU-funded project on social code, and the other one is on food safety. We believe that expected results can be achieved only by a constant presence of the project management team here in Tbilisi. The trust that was given by EU to the Czech Development Agency, which is, by the way, for the first time in the history in Georgia, is very important, and I'm sure that the agency will confirm its position of a strong partner and therefore open the door for further cooperation in the future with EU. And I also think that the office will be able to cover in the future not only these multilateral projects, but also bilateral projects that are for the time being covered by the office in Prague, of course with substantial help of the embassy.
Okay, and as for I am the representative of independent media in Georgia, for me it is very much interesting what kind of support you provide for our Georgian independent media.
Well, I truly believe that having free and independent media is extremely important for every country, including Georgia. And transitional program of the Czech Republic offers great variety of tools and instruments how to assist independent media and civil society in general. Apart from larger scale projects, for instance, introduction of media literacy methodology through documentary films, or helping to better encounter foreign malign influence to Georgia, or civic activism in the whole region of South Caucasus. The Czech Embassy is opening a grant call every year for small-scale transitional projects and independent media. And apart from that, we offer, or the Ministry of Foreign Affairs together with Radio Free Europe, offers every year a scholarship for young journalists
to Czech Republic.
To Czech Republic. This is called Václav Havel Journalism Fellowship. And I would like to invite here all the listeners to follow us on our website and Facebook to have information about these calls and maybe use the grant scheme.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this is really great opportunity for young journalists. And let's sum up this interview and talk about little bit about your plans for the 2022 as we are approaching to the new year. So what are your main plans and goals for the next year?
Well, the list of plans is very long, so I will not name all of the plans in the future.
But the main one.
But the main one, I have mentioned at the beginning of the interview that we are closing up several of the large-scale, complex intervention, especially in the sector of social inclusion by the end of this year. But it doesn't mean that we will phase up from this sector. On the contrary, we will stay a very important, hopefully important, international partner, definitely reliable international partner, to assist local authorities in other interventions and projects. For instance, the introduction of electronic management systems into primary health care services, which is, by the way, something that some of the EU countries still don't have, and this is a very advanced system. Or, together with local partners, we are coming to a final stage of very complex and important reform of deinstitutionalization. This is a process of closing up of big institutional changes, yes. Meaning we will close up big institutions for people with disabilities and offer them better and more suitable premises and services that will provide more decent and better quality life conditions for them. Well, this is again a social inclusion sector, but I would like to mention one complex and comprehensive project also in the area, in the sector of rural development and agriculture. Actually, we are in the middle of implementation of a 5-year program, because it's a complex program of several projects that is jointly funded by Czech Republic and Austria. And that program is focused on sustainable development of Aragvi protected landscape. This comprehensive approach is in support of this beautiful piece of country. The goal of it is to reveal its potential, tremendous development and touristic potential, and use it wisely in the future as well. So the Czech experts, I think one of the best Czech experts in the field of sustainable management of protected landscapes and forestry, will continue their work with local partners to make this really beautiful part of Georgia lively, eco-friendly, sustainable, and
attractive for
tourist region, but also respecting culture and history. So this is a big plan to be achieved within 2 following years. And of course, apart from these complex, large-scale projects, we will continue to support Georgia by providing small grant support to projects, as I mentioned, for instance, independent media. We also will continue supporting scholarship programs, because we offer every year around 25 scholarship posts for Georgian students to study in the Czech universities. And also we will support also the partnership between the universities of the 2 countries. So, as I said, the list of the planned activities for the upcoming year is very long, but I'm really truly looking forward to the cooperation with local partners, and I really wish and hope for a successful achievement of the goals. Well, these goals is always, or achievements are always a result of a hard work of many stakeholders and good cooperation built on a trust, mutual trust and partnership. So I wish Georgia and to all of us good luck in the upcoming year, and Happy New Year.
Good luck, you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.